If the last 3 months can be termed as war, then it would be called an intelligence war, a war of intelligence or narrative. Just think about it. When was the last time so much critical information was made public on a daily basis? Possible dates of attack, troop deployment numbers, possible scenarios, even routes that the Russians could take if they were to invade Kiev. The kind of videos that could be used to stage a false flag attack, that too was shared. Everything was out in the open. Under normal circumstances, this material would be classified, put in a file, sealed, marked confidential, and moved clandestinely in the shadows of the night. But this time, information was flowing almost real time. It was being disbursed from the top. The White House had regular briefings. What explains all of this? Well, a long history of intelligence war. The CIA versus the KGB at one point. It dates back to the Cold War era. Our next report tells you all about it.
After the Second World War, the United States and the Soviet Union emerged as the two superpowers. One was a democracy, the other a communist regime. Their differences went beyond political structures. There was always a fear that the enemy was plotting. Both developed intelligence agencies. America had the CIA, the Soviet Union had the KGB. They planted agents in each other's territory, infiltrated power corridors, and stole critical information. These missions often involved assassinations, even proxy wars. They said if a CIA agent got to you, no one would know where or why you disappeared. But if a KGB agent got to you, no one would know you ever existed. The Russians were masters in spycraft. But did that help them win the intelligence war? In 1962, the CIA undertook one of its most daring missions. It infiltrated a Soviet research facility in the Arctic. It was freezing cold. The agents were paradropped, and they sent information using helium balloons. The intelligence gathered revealed that KGB was trying to detect and attack US submarines. Around the same time, KGB infiltrated the ARPANET, or the Advanced Research Projects Agency Network. It was a kind of internet service. US research labs used it to share data. The Soviets stole information about the US shuttle program and managed to send their own space shuttle first. The CIA and KGB also fought for advantage in other countries. Afghanistan, for example. The CIA knew well in advance that the Soviets would be invading the South Asian country in 1979. So it trained local fighters and armed them with advanced weapons. When the Soviet army arrived in Afghanistan, they were surprised by the welcome fire. For the next decade, the CIA continued supplying Afghan fighters with arms, and they finally forced the Soviet Union to withdraw. India, too, was once a playground for the rival spy agencies. KGB files reveal that the agency once had 10 Indian newspapers on its payroll, where it planted articles and steered narratives. The KGB also had a code name for Indian Prime Minister Indira Gandhi. She was Vano. Ukraine is the latest playground. It was Washington that first alerted Ukraine about Russian troop movements. That was in November 2021. Over the next 3 months, the US flooded the world with information directed towards the Kremlin. The motive was clear: to prove that the US had an intelligence advantage and it knew about Russia's next moves. The information warfare never snowballed into an exchange of fire, but the relentless reporting of this information resulted in some brilliant content. Central Intelligence Agency has given some great content for the silver screen. So, this is Russian media doing a mic drop.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.